Hi, I'm Mark and welcome to Book Ramble, and this is about this. However, before I start, you'd think here I'd cut myself shaving, and ordinarily I've done it before. No, I happened to be dropping my grandson off at his school this morning. A car went by. It literally chucked up a load of grit that had been laid on the road. Luckily, my grandson wasn't with me. Hit me here, this side of the face. Luckily, I was wearing glasses. I don't know if it had gone into the face. It's unbelievable. I shall persevere. This is what this is about. This is a wonderful find. This is something that ordinarily you would not come across in a shop now. Possibly could get something like this online. Because one, it's the size. Two, is the fact that there must be some magnetic thing there. But look at all this. First thing that strikes you is that it's not just flat pages. They've included bits that fold out and you can take out letters. This, for instance, comes across. So they've given like woodcut feel of the era artwork. And I don't know whether this is like stock imagery that the printers would have had. I think I've seen that before. That's of an ancient or much older piece of artwork. The publishers decided to put this out in a range of colour and black and white. Beautiful font. And it's font that's obviously appropriate to the era, which is something we've lost completely. It just oozes quality. And it's really for the benefit of someone or an older child who knows nothing about Shakespeare and the time and the world in which he was writing. Look at that. Brilliant. Of all the eras that I've ever come across, and I love history, this is one of the better ones in terms of bringing to life the world in which William Shakespeare lived. So first of all, I'm going to big out, or big up. It says here, written and compiled by Kristen McDermott, PhD, that's very important, and Ari Berk, and it's the 5 Mile Press, who, right down here, publishers of rare and unusual books. Brilliant. More of this, please. Again, someone gave this up for the benefit of someone else. Might have been serendipity, so that I can talk about it to air. Look at the artwork. It's just a stunning thing. I apologise for the way I have to put it to the screen. It's so big. If I put it here, you can see how wide it is. Great. It's just a feast for the eyes. So that's the globe. I'm hoping to visit London shortly, and definitely will go and have a look if it's open. And you can just take a peek inside and then fold out again. So if you had a young adult, or even an adult, that really doesn't appreciate or know much about that era, get something like this. I'll just read a little bit out. Sometime before 1592, Shakespeare journeyed to London. Then, or soon after, he began acting, perhaps for Lord Strange's Men. What a great name. The company that performed his first plays about King Henry VI. By 1594, 2 years later, he was listed as an actor sharer, an equal partner in the company, so he got on quite well very quickly, on the rolls of the most favoured theatre company in England, the Lord Chamberlain's Men. And we have to remember that he wasn't alone. There were other companies that were putting on plays. There were other playwrights. When it comes to Shakespeare, one of the things that I think I've really benefited from was reading Virginia Woolf, who talks about the gendered mind and the fact that Shakespeare, according to her, was unusual, that he was androgynous. He could see both sides of characters very well, which I'm going to talk about when I'm looking for the book King John. There's a character in there that I thought, was this written by a woman? Potentially not. This is a man who could really bifurcate, put his mind in two, from a male and female perspective. Very unusual, very rare. And London, at the time, great little place to have visited, apart from the disease. I'm at sea on a creaking ship here, this chair. Well, it's become part of my signature, isn't it? Players and penmen waging war on land and sea. It talks about siege engines. And why that? Because obviously these are the things that are mentioned at times by Shakespeare. Just brilliant. There you go. The Armada there. These books are so well done. And I would imagine at the time, quite costly when it came out. I got it second-hand, thrift shop, so, 20-odd years after it was produced. I do wish that I could come across these more in bookstores, but I get the feeling they're less and less likely to be produced because of cost. Everything is a cost element now. That seems to be the only thing that is of concern to publishers. But it may be because I'm in New Zealand. If I lived in London, I might be seeing a shed load of these all the time, this kind of style. This is a wonderful find, a keeper. And I think I need to look up 5 Mile Press if I'm going to do that right now. Well, there's one in Australia. The only place I can come across them is on Facebook, strangely. And they may be a boutique press. Obviously, everything is due to demand, supply and demand. There may not be a demand for this. It obviously gets my attention, but it may not be something that would sell enough to warrant it. I mean, it's a shame. It's a fantastic piece of work. Really glad that I've got it. And I think they should be highlighted far more than I've come across. There's probably a BookTube channel out there that does this all the time. But I just get a sense that it's a one-off and really... I mean, we all love books, don't we? That's why we do BookTube. It's absolutely fantastic. It's also a great way to get somebody interested in the era. It brings to life Shakespeare. It really does. Wouldn't it be nice then to have others from other writers? Something similar, given the overview of the life and the times, the world of, say, Jane Austen or Emily Bronte or an American author, whatever. Because, as I've said before, with Shakespeare, he hasn't been forgotten, but far too many authors often do. So something like this, especially if you introduce them en masse to young audience, it would really make a difference. So there you go, I just wanted to share this wonderful find. And the life and times of William Shakespeare. Good on them for making it. Ta-ta for now.